This is Matt from MGMT Boston on another episode of The Lantern. We have with us co-founder and CTO of Piction Health, Pranav Kuber. Excited to talk about this digital health startup, what they've been building, where they're at today, what they're thinking about for 2025, and some of his learnings building startups. So let's get into it. Pranav, tell us about Piction Health.
Thank you for having me. Piction Health is a virtual dermatology practice that uses AI for helping dermatologists do cases faster. 2.3 billion people in the world have skin issues every year, and the wait times to see a dermatologist can be north of 6 months, depending on where you are. So the mission of the company is to get patients expert care when they need it.
And a lot of you are overdue for some skin checks, so please take note as we march through this conversation. As we end 2024 and thinking about 2025, what are some of the things about the business that you're excited about, milestones that you'd share with the community, and what you're thinking about for next year?
Yeah, so we have grown our patient base north of 3,000 patients now, and we are in network with about 9.2 million lives across 5 states. We are excited to also release a couple of new software tools that we've been working on internally that uses all of the cutting edge AI for helping providers do cases faster. So this not only reduces the time to resolve a case, but also help reduce burnout amongst the providers so that they don't have to type all the documentation that they need to type to get back to patients. So all of that will be automated. And then also release a few tools for patients for better experience when they're interacting with our service and getting the care that they need.
Perfect. You've obviously learned a lot from building this startup and building startups in generally as an engineer and CTO. What are some of the learnings you would pass back to anyone listening in the digital health community and the startup community more broadly that they should know about building early stage technology companies?
I think one learning that is very critical when starting a startup is to follow your core metrics and make sure that you are sticking to them. And especially coming from the tech side, it is very attractive to work on a very complex tech problem. But I think it should actually solve a real problem which you're getting paid for and not the other way around. I think that is one advice. And then I think startups are obviously very hard. So celebrate your small wins because those are important.
Exactly. Life is hard, as are startups. And last but not least, how can we help you in the Boston startup community? How can we help Piction Health grow?
So right now we are in growth mode. So we are looking for obviously more patients. So if you have a relative or if you are looking for a skin issue that needs to be checked out, give us a
Don't wait.
visit and we will be happy to take care of you. And just awareness about the problem that we are facing, especially in the US for skin issues.
Thank you so much. Pranav from Piction Health, Matt from MGMT Boston on another episode of The Lantern. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.